Hey everybody, Xeno here, back for the finale of the Mega Man X2 commentary series. This time we'll be tackling the last 3 stages of the game, and the last 2 are pretty short, so this should be a quick little wrap-up. I practiced a few interesting tricks for this video, because the last portion of this game surprisingly has some interesting sort of glitches, sort of tricks associated with it, so I'll be glad to show those off. They're useful in other parts of the game, I just felt like now was the most applicable time to show them. Let me point out first, though, how good this music is. I know some people don't like the song in this stage, but this is one of my favorite songs from this game, actually. It was remixed in Mega Man X6 as the Gates Lab theme, so that's how you know it's a banger. This stage has these elevator platforms, kind of like Wheel Gator stage, except a bit different. They move around like the platforms in Super Mario Bros. 3 that kind of can go omnidirectionally, but nothing particularly interesting about them. I like how this enemy just kind of ominously waiting for me. That's, I didn't actually know they'd do that. Just wait menacingly. Alright. Anyways, this stage is pretty good. It's a lot more of a puzzle stage than a platforming stage, and I think that makes it actually pretty interesting. I love moving through this spot faster than you're supposed to. My advice is to just ditch the platform after this point. There we go. Yeah, getting up there can be a little tricky. Here you want to use Crystal Hunter on this bat, but you don't need the platform. Thing's just going to slow you down, to be honest. I feel like the Des intended for you to use it here to get the secret that's up here. If you take the top route here, you'll be taken to a kind of secret area, and it's the way you're intended to get the Hadoken. So I'm sure you in the audience might be wondering why I'm choosing to go down here. That's because I have a very special trick prepared to show all of you, and I think you'll like it. Some of you might already be familiar with what I'm about to discuss, but for those who aren't, it should be quite entertaining. There's an enemy down here, and I want to be at full health, so I'm just gonna... What? Okay, expecting that. Okay, there we go. I was able to make up the health. I don't really need that life. I'm gonna skip out on it. Trying to... There we go. Needed full health for this next part. This bottom route isn't something I typically take. I usually just go the normal way to get the Shoryuken, but I don't have too much to say about the stage design itself, to be honest. This is another pretty short stage, but it's solid. I like listening to the music, just kind of breezing through all this stuff. It's a good fun time. So, here's the area right below where the Shoryuken is. And let me show you one of X2 and X3's most interesting tricks, which is called the Neon Jump. So the way this is executed is by doing an air dash and then firing and jumping at the exact same time with the second level charge, the one I'm holding right now. You can jump in midair. And we're going to use this to get the Shoryuken from the bottom route. So let me just show you. We'll see how many attempts this takes. I recommend if you're trying to do this to stand about here. I'm aiming to grab the right wall. So... Oh, first try. No way. Yep. There we go. I practiced this a bit, so that's lucky. Anyways, yeah. Just to watch the footage. In the middle of your air dash, you just want to fire and jump at the same frame. It's frame perfect, I believe. I recommend using double tap to dash. That's how I always do it. I double tap in midair, then use my thumb to push both buttons at the same time. And that's how you get Shoryuken without having to do the nasty little speed burner trick. So, not sure if this is used in speedruns. Maybe not. Maybe going the top route is still faster. This last part of the stage politely, indirectly requests that you use Crystal Hunter. Come on. I need full health for this part. Damn it, I need full health for this boss. Wait. Come on. I want to show off the Shoryuken against Agile. This is one of the best bosses in the game to showcase the Shoryuken with. I was getting health pickups like mad when I was practicing this, but now nothing. It's really awesome. Seriously? I'm actually kind of confused. I'm literally just losing heaps of health at this point. The game is being, like, ridiculously stingy with health ups right now. I do not really understand what is going on. There we go. Okay, anyways. So you can use Shoryuken on Agile here. It's done by pushing right, down, and down right for the forward-facing version. I honestly find the input kind of difficult with a analog control stick, like a D-pad basically, which is what my controller has. It's not that bad. If I mess it up here, I guess I'll just show that Agile is weak to Magnet Mine. Hopefully you won't be finding out what this fight looks like. There we go. Goodbye. This fight is a bit bizarre, just to talk about it for a second. Agile just stays with this same kind of UFO-looking sprite. He's called the Agile Flyer in this state. Very bizarre boss. There are some rockets that come from the background, and he drops these like spiked platforms that you're seeing. But not really a very noteworthy boss. If you need to use Magnet Mine, that's his other weakness. And from here we move on to the fourth X-Hunter stage, which is basically just 3 fights. I appreciate that they broke it up into different stages. Like, they don't make you do the refights on the same stage as the final boss, which is cool. And honestly, this is pretty unremarkable. Since I'm bad at doing the Shoryuken input, I'm probably going to mess up and have to do the bosses normally. We'll see if I can kill Magna Centipede with a Shoryuken here. Okay, nice. That didn't even take, like, that took a single second for me to mess up. I guess I can try again after this fight. I'm probably not going to retain enough HP, though. Silkshot blasts away Centipede's tail, like I mentioned during his stage. So now he's not going to be able to take anything away from me. He's just going to be stuck teleporting around. What the heck? He's having fun jumping straight into me this time. That hit him? Okay, I'm not sure what part hit him there, but I'm glad he's dead. These boss explosions take way too long. That's one thing I'll critique about this boss rematch area. Why do the explosions need to go on for 10 odd seconds? I just don't get it. Makes me annoyed. Other than that, this is your pretty standard refight stage. I'll try and show off anything that didn't get shown off during the original runs of these bosses, but there's honestly not too much to discuss. Morphmoth is weak to Speed Burner, which I already showed off initially. Makes him burn. The dash does a pretty good job of taking him out. Oh, that was the Giga attack, I think. Makes that little chime when it's fully charged, just to let you know that it's ready. I believe 2 dashes kills Morph Moth. Come on. What the heck? Die. I guess if you do it against the wall, the speed burner dash just doesn't work. I'm kind of confused as to why I just stayed there like an idiot. Either way, Morph Moth, cool boss. Oh, I guess maybe I'll do the numbers again? Yeah, why not? That's always fun. Magnus Centipede. He's pretty cool. The ability stealing thing is nice. The shurikens are a bit annoying to dodge, but I wouldn't say anything he does is unfair. Solid, like, 8? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Morph Moth, 7. Pretty good. I like dodging the attacks in the first part. It feels like a bullet to hell. And we'll just go from there. I forget who's in this one. Is it Wire Sponge? No, Gator. I don't like this guy at all. Yeah, Wheel Gator, probably like 2. Waiting for 3 years for him to resurface really sucks. I can't say I appreciate that part of the fight. Oh my god, are you kidding me? He went right back in. And the wheels just kind of appear from wherever they want. So this fight is really not that interesting. It's kind of a slog, honestly. I'll show off using the charged Buster. Here's something interesting, actually. If you look at the jagged part of the wall, the parts he drills into hurt you. Like, if you try wall jumping on this spot here, you'll get hurt. Not sure why they added that. It's a cool detail. I haven't really seen it mentioned or really acknowledged in other reviews of X2, but it's there. Die, please. So yeah, Wheel Gator, like 2, maybe 3. Not using the strike chain on him doesn't make him go back in the oil every time, so he's a little less painful, but I still am not really a fan of the boss. So yeah. I mean, actually, I guess I'm willing to say 3 without the strike chain, to be honest. It's way less bad. Here's Ostrich. For some reason, if you hold right when going in the boss teleporter room, he won't spawn, which is something I did again this time. I'm probably going to hit immediately. Yeah, nice. Awesome. I did that the first time I played this stage for practice. I had no idea why this happens. The cutscene that spawns him just doesn't start if you walk. I've never seen this mentioned either in other X2 reviews. It's very strange. I just only now noticed it doing this run. Very, very peculiar. Using Crystal Hunter on Ostrich makes him repeatedly do this attack, which isn't really the easiest to dodge. In fact, you can't even see the Sonic Slicers in this arena because of how high he is. So, not sure what to say about that. As for the boss fight, maybe 6. He's a bit bland. Pretty simple, and like, he's got some personality, but nothing special, really. I don't hate him, though. I'm 1 health bar short. God damn it. It's fine. I don't think I've been able to use the Shoryuken on any of the bosses, but I guess it doesn't matter. Snail. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about this guy either. The weakness is the only thing that makes him manageable. Trying to do this fight with the Buster is a huge, huge pain. Maybe like 3, because like he's iconic. The spinning noise like gonna be forever ingrained into my mind, most likely, but I don't really like fighting him. Like, just get down here already. And like now I'm lagging too. God. Please just die. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of this fight. Like, oh, he got launched horizontally in the air. I didn't actually think that could happen. I believe you can kick his shell around. I failed to do it twice there, but you can do that. Turn. So annoying. Stop spinning. Die. Alright, well, yeah. You can kick the shell around just by moving into it. The funny part is if he dies like this outside of the shell, it just stays there. Like, it's gonna still be there. Yeah, pretty funny. Yeah, three for that guy. Not a big fan of the fight at all. Basically, like, the whole gimmick is to make you lag out. Oh, I forgot the health. Crap. It's okay. Flame Stag is probably the easiest to cheese with a weakness. I think he's the only Maverick in this game that has true Spark Mandrill Syndrome. If you just launch a bubble... Okay, for some reason I'm messing up the timing completely this run, but... What the heck? I've been able to do this every single time I've played this stage, and now that I want to... Okay, there we go. Yeah, just do this repeatedly. He's not going to get the chance to move at all. Goodbye. This fight's pretty fun, though. I'm willing to say maybe 7. The wall jumping thing is entertaining. I like it. He's a good lad. Having to dash on these 4 platforms just to get the health is a bit annoying. And why'd they have to put it on the 4 highest platforms? It's just a bit aggravating. I think this is Sponge's room. Yeah. I like this guy. He's pretty simple. Simple but effective. I'd be willing to say, maybe 8? I like this fight. It's pretty simple. Pretty easy, but that doesn't stop it from being fun. His weakness is Sonic Slicer, which I didn't get to show off in the Maverick stages due to him being the first Maverick. I think the Sonic Slicers are the only thing that go through his little whip shield. And goodbye. He gets cut in half if you use the weakness too, which you can see here. If you're playing on the Legacy Collection or following along, then you'll get the half the sponge he used to be achievement for doing this. Pretty funny death animation. Almost makes up for the fact that it lasts 10 seconds. And I think this brings us to the last boss, and this is Bubble Crab's teleporter. I got switched off my weapon. That's interesting. I had the spin wheel before, and now it's not there. Bubble Crab. I like this fight too. It's pretty frenetic, despite him not being particularly difficult or anything. The spin wheel is an okay weakness. I really hate that you can't fire more than one of them because it just gets stuck in corners like it just did, and it doesn't respawn. It takes forever to be able to use it again. It's just really annoying as a weakness, especially when the boss moves so fast. But I think he's dead. Let's just... There we go. I think I'll go 7 for Bubble Crab. Yeah, that sounds about right. Decent fight. And that's about all for Sigma 4. It's just the bosses. Nice simple stage. Alright, we got Sigma. It's been a while. Yep. Oh my god, I'm so surprised that Sigma is here. The X-Hunters have failed? Okay, yeah. No shit about that one. New toys. Very interesting. I wonder what he's talking about. So we're about to find out. And this is the end game. The final stage. But you know, I'm honestly kind of itching to revisit Magna Centipede stage. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna do it. Just for fun, guys. Or are we? Because guess what? Magna Centipede stage is the final stage of X2. And those of you that played this game probably knew that much. But did you know that selecting Magna Centipede from the stage select also loads the final stage? I'm sure this has to do with old game programming again. There's probably a flag in memory that is like tracks how many stages you've beaten or something along those lines, and loads up one stage or the other based on that. Also, I'm getting pummeled trying to explain this. I have to pause to get rid of the spin wheel just because I can't refire it, and it's really good against these blocks. Anyways, memory limitations aside, reusing Centipede's stage for the final one is a little bit of a strange decision. I guess if they had to do this isn't a bad stage to do it with. I just don't... It makes it feel a bit anticlimactic, so not sure about how I feel about this from a game design perspective, but it's whatever. You can at least still grab the collectibles in this stage. Oh, crap, I used the Gateway Crush. Okay, I wasn't trying to do that. What I was actually trying to do is show off... Actually, what am I trying to show off? I already collected this, but the sub-tank would still be here if you hadn't gotten it yet, so that's nice at least. So here's going to be our final wonderful glitch for this game. Beyond neon jumping, beyond Ostrich's teleport room, beyond all that stuff I already showed. Here's the mother of all glitches. So what you want to do for this, make sure you have the Shoryuken. Stand about here next to this chair and do the Shoryuken. Okay, good thing I made a save state in case that happens. Be here, use Shoryuken to land in the middle of this room. Now Sigma's going to come down, and we're not really supposed to be in this position. I have to switch gears to talk about the story, I guess. So basically, if you got all the Zero parts, Sigma will have this black Zero with him, a fake Zero. So blah blah, you let him die, like you blew up last game for Vile and X1. If you did not collect all the Zero parts, you would be forced to fight the real Zero, but because we have all the parts, Zero comes and blows this guy up. There is only one Zero. Destined to follow me. Okay, right. We don't care. So Zero just owned Sigma, and then he's just... Yeah, Sigma's just out. If you watch the door on the right here, it just strangely disappears, by the way, in a second. So anyways, Zero comes to save the day. So for the glitch, notice I'm in the middle of the screen. Normally I would be to the left of Zero if this cutscene had activated normally. But Zero is going to punch the ground while his text box is on screen like this. So to do the glitch, do not close this text box. Just let X fall here. Eventually he'll touch the ground. And this text box is going to get replaced by Sigma's text box. So yeah, don't press A. Now here you have to progress the text. And you'll notice that X is controllable during this cutscene. Now, if you do a Shoryuken while Sigma's health bar is filling out like I did, you are completely invincible for the first phase of this fight. I am untouchable. So instead of copying Luke Skywalker from X1, now he's copying Wolverine. A strange side effect of this glitch is that it messes up the palette for X's Buster. You'll see these charge shots are now orange for the half-charged, which I kind of like the look of, and the fully charged this like blood red and pink like mess. But this glitch is pretty cool. Now you can kind of just take your time with Sigma. Him teleporting around still makes him annoying to deal with despite being completely invincible. Stop moving. It would be helpful if he did his other attack, but I guess he's not too fond of doing it. He also uses this attack that mirrors Electric Spark from the first Mega Man X, which is interesting, because that was his weakness in the first game. Not sure if that's intentional, but that's Sigma's first form down. And what he's going to do is he's going to go viral on us and make use of the CX foreshadow for one last time. This is the computer virus Sigma form, and we're not going to get any extra dialogue. This form is weak to Strike Chain, and unfortunately, as I mentioned, the glitch wears off after the first form, so be prepared to fight this form as normal. But it's truly not that difficult if you have Strike Chain, and especially if you have the armor upgrades. You can pretty much just spam this guy to death. The enemies can drop health too, like you just saw, so... I wonder if this final boss was also an attempt to save memory, because he just spawns normal enemies. It's a bit strange. The more red he turns, the closer he is to death, despite not having a traditional health bar. I think that's the last hit. Oh, nope. He almost dead? There we go. And that's a wrap for X2. Hit him enough times and he'll have a big headache and bounce all over the screen and some other stuff. And that's about it. All she wrote. Lost you again. Yes, you have. And you couldn't even touch me the first time. He's not right. Why did Zero... Yeah, why did Zero help us? He's Wily's creation. A plot point that won't really be fully explored until a few games from now. I guess it's cool that they set it up here. I respect it. X is making his way out. These screen flashes, a little bit painful. Boom. I don't know why this cutscene is so compressed like this. It's just a tiny little square. Very strange. But we get the same wonderful ending as X1. X and Zero look at the sunset, and text scrolls across the screen. Joined by his friend Zero, X gazes out over the sea. How long more will we have to fight? Blah blah blah. Sigma has once again been destroyed. X wonders if the fighting will truly end. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. What am I fighting for? He wonders. What Reploids and humans live together in peace, merely a dream? Maybe. Maybe not. I really don't have too much to say about this ending, so honestly I think I'm about to pivot to talking about my feelings about the game itself. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this review, this is my favorite X game. And that's still the case even after showing off everything to you guys. I honestly think the thing that makes this game so wonderful to me is partially developer design and partially not. Some of the tricks that are possible make this game so much more rewarding to play through. The Bubble Crab Sub-Tank Grab, the Strike Chain exploit in Wheel Gator stage. Even the glitches are really fun to mess around with. Being invincible, neon jumping to get to high places. You can even use the neon jump to get Morphmoth's heart tank and not have to go to Crystal Snail's stage first, which is something I didn't think too much about, but you can totally change up your route in this game and still go in a way that allows you to not revisit anything. It's genuinely really incredible. I also love this ending theme, so I'll try to get my thoughts out relatively quickly, but everything this game does is just really amazing on the whole. There are some small slip-ups, like Wheel Gator not having the best boss fight, some of the songs being a bit janky with the instrumentation, some personal gripes, like it's funny that the ride chaser is here because I'm not too much of a fan of the chaser bike section. But overall, everything in this game just comes together so nicely. Regardless of whether the weapons aren't the greatest, the boss fights might not all be big hits either, but the effort put in the game, the passion that shows through the stage design, the lyrics, or the gimmicks, lyrics, there are no lyrics, gimmicks, the amount of effort put in to make every stage stand on its own and be a unique experience. I guess minus Sigma 5, but I guess you gotta do that when you only have so much RAM left to work with. But everything this game does is just really replayable. It's infinitely replayable, I would say this game is. The next time I boot it up, I'll probably do a different order. I'll probably try and use the neon jump to skip having to get Crystal Hunter, in fact, and I'll go different order. That's something I can't really say about most of the other X games, especially the later ones, that require so much backtracking that it's just absurd. The game no longer feels like a satisfying game that you can figure out. X1 through X4, you can kind of make it work with very minimal backtracking. This game is the only in the X series that has no backtracking, and I think that's worth a lot. At least for my playstyle, it's worth a lot. But that really summarizes my thoughts. It's a great game with a great premise, great design, a lot of effort. It's just so fun to control Exodus. And it's a game that gets better. It's like a fine wine. Playing this game multiple times makes the experience better, because you know what to do. You get better at the speedrun strats. You'll skip the mini-boss in Crystal Snail stage. You'll maybe neon jump. You'll find the armor capsules in a way that makes you faster and stronger. And I think that's just amazing. A game that is infinitely replayable is infinitely valuable. Thank you guys for joining me in this series. I appreciate it. I understand that the viewership for this series and most of my commentary series aren't as strong as some of my miscellaneous videos. They're a bit less alluring, but if you're listening to me right now, I just want to give a heartfelt thank you to you, the viewer, right now, for being with me during this series. This is Xeno, signing off. I look forward to seeing you guys during my next series, whatever that may be. Peace out, guys.